Good afternoon and happy Boxing Day. Welcome. It is I, the Collector, on my second YouTube video. And for today's video, I'm going to be showing a particular hobby of mine that I have seen other YouTubers do. And those YouTubers were Star Evie and Pokey Princess, who are now known as Digital Princess due to a altercation with Nintendo. And that hobby is collecting Pokemon plushies. Now, you may be thinking, why is a 29-year-old man buying Pokemon plushies? It's simply because I think they're amazing. Pokemon came out in the early 1990s, and I was a small child at the time, so I've grown up with Pokemon. And ever since I've been going to Comic-Con and other events around Kent and London, I have picked up quite a few Pokemon plushies. And for this video, I will be going through them. Now, there will be another video coming up later on, probably sometime later on this month. I've done a little thing with myself that if I can get a shiny on Pokemon Go, I will do a video for each shiny I catch. That's not a Community Day one. And so I caught a shiny today. So that's it. So let's begin by looking at the particular plushies in each story. First off, it's Charmander. Charmander is from the Kanto. He's first gen, and he evolves into Charmeleon and Charizard. This particular Charmander plushie has been with me for years. I believe I got him at MCM Expo in London before the pandemic hit. And sadly, I did remove the tag, but he's been with me for many years. He's been with me through my single life, through my married life, through my divorce life, everything. But he's been around for such a long time and definitely has some lovely memories to him. It's not quite Pokemon Center quality, but I love him to pieces and I would never trade him for anything in the world. My second oldest plushie is Cubone. Cubone is the bone Pokemon from Gen 1, one of the 150. An interesting fact about Cubone, it wears its mother's skull. I've always found that a bit morbid, but I remember from Pokemon, the very first series, where a character used Cubone versus Pikachu, and when Cubone was crying, you just kind of feel for it. Also, Cubone pops up in Pokemon Red and Blue and Green, and the remake of Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, where you have basically Cubone save Cubone from Team Rocket, and then you find the sad story of Cubone's mother in Lavender Town. One of the very most moving scenes. And this plushie, Cubone, is definitely a Pokemon I've come to love over the years. Where I got this one from? I got this from the Medway Comic and Screen Festival. That was in... Sorry, a bit thirsty. That was in the Medway Comic and Screen Festival. That was a comic book convention held in Medway, Kent at the Black Lion Leisure Centre. And I went there with my ex-wife, who at the time I believe was my wife. And basically we went around and we came across the store with Pokemon plushies. And I naturally picked up Cubone. Cubone, again, has been with me for quite a while. And it's definitely one of my favourite plushies. Next up, it's Charmeleon. It took me ages to find a Charmeleon plushie. Not exactly easy to find. Now, I love Charmander all the way for its evolution onto Charmeleon, then Charizard, and onto Mega Charizard X and Y. This Charmeleon plushie came from Hyper Japan in London. I went there on a date with my friend Leanne. We never officially became a couple, but we did have a jolly good time, and I bought this Charmeleon plushie from one of the vendors there. And he's been with me for quite a while. Another good place to get plushies is Build-A-Bear. Build-A-Bear is a shop in the UK and the US that sells cuddly toys of different franchises. You've got like My Little Pony, you've got Disney, you've got Pokemon, you've got them all. And this Bulbasaur, which has lovely sound effects, thank you Bulbasaur, is actually bought from the Bear Factory in Maidstone. And that was actually an event where me and my ex-wife went to Maidstone for the day. And I got her a Canto Vulpix and me this Bulbasaur. Now, even though me and my wife are divorced now, this Bulbasaur still carries happy memories of me and my ex-wife's time together. Eevee. Eevee is basically one of the Gen 1 Pokemon again. It has the ability to evolve into Flareon, Jolteon, Vaporeon, Espeon, Umbreon, Sylveon, I think, Glaceon. I think that's all of them. Oh, Leafeon as well, of course, yeah. Sadly, I'm not up to date on Pokemon as much as I should be. I'm very stuck in the past. But this Eevee plushie is a lovely little one. I have no idea where this plushie came from, if I'm totally honest with you. After me and my wife separated, I moved out, and she packed up my plushie collection, and ta-da, Eevee was there. So maybe it was like a parting gift, I don't know. But either way, Eevee is staying here and lives lovely on my shelf. Mimikyu. Mimikyu is a ghost and fairy type, and I love Mimikyu to pieces. It's adorable. It dresses itself up as Pikachu, it's got those lovely glowing eyes, and it appears on the Pokemon anime, basically Sun and Moon anime, where Ash basically battles Team Rocket's Mimikyu. And Mimikyu's hatred for Pikachu has always had me in hysterics. Absolutely loved it to pieces. And when I had the chance to get my own Mimikyu plushie, I went straight for it. Again, this came from MCM Expo, from the store Magic Madhouse. And I bought it along with other plushies, which I will now show you. Dragonite. Dragonite is also one of the Gen 1 Pokemon. It evolves from Dratini and Dragonair, then onwards to Dragonite. It is a Dragon-type Pokemon, and is used by Lance of the Elite Four in Pokemon Red and Blue and Leaf Green. It's weak to Ice types and Fairy types, but it can be a real bitch to deal with, especially when it uses Hyper Beam on you. I remember my younger self having so much trouble defeating Lance with that bloody Dragonite and Hyper Beam. The only real mercy there was the fact that Hyper Beam required one turn to recharge. Now, these Pokemon plushies came from the Pokemon Centre when it opened up in the UK. The Pokemon Centre was in London, and it was only open for a short amount of time. I remember going there to Halloween last year, and a big shout out to my friend Lena, who was absolutely a godsend. She helped me navigate London. She helped me get into the Pokemon Centre. And yeah, I just bought so much stuff there. And Charizard, being one of my favourite Pokemon, was one of the people there. It's got its official Pokemon Centre game tag, which I will not be removing. But he wasn't the only plushie I picked up. Ludicolo. Ludicolo, I have no idea why I bought Ludicolo. It's not one of my favourite Pokemon. I remember it from the anime, because Brock catches Lombre, which evolves into Ludicolo. And Ludicolo is a grass and water type. It looks a tad like it's from Mexico with the sombrero. There is actually a very funny YouTube video called Pokemon Disappointed with Their Evolutions. And the racist joke was that people mistook Ludicolo for a Mexican immigrant. I know that was probably a very offensive joke, but I found it funny regardless. Scorbunny! Now, you've probably noticed I have a recurring theme for fire types, and Scorbunny is definitely one of my favourite fire types. I got this Scorbunny again from the Pokemon Centre, actually on my first visit. I did have the option to buy a Grookey and Sobble, but I always choose the fire type when I'm starting a game. It was Charmander, Cyndaquil, Torchic, and Scorbunny when I got Pokemon Sword and Shield. So I immediately wanted a Scorbunny plushie, and very nicely I got one. Which brings us to our next Pokemon. This is one of my favourite collectibles. This is London City Pikachu. It was a Pokemon plushie that was exclusive to the Pokemon Centre in the UK. He's very pricey online. Last time I looked, he was going for about £80, where his retail price, if memory serves, doesn't say here, but I believe he was around £20 to £25. I love it to pieces because he's got a bowler hat and he's got a Psyduck umbrella, which, just to give you a better view of him, he's absolutely lovable. Now, this is also a Charizard plushie that I think I got from Comic-Con. It's not as good as the Pokemon Center one. It's different, but it's still Charizard at the end of the day, and I absolutely love Charizard. Which brings us on to my most recent plushie, Christmas Pikachu. Now, Christmas Pikachu came from a shop called Something Japanese. I managed to find this shop online thanks to my friend's girlfriend, so big shout out to Ria for posting it on her Facebook. And to say about this, really, it was a very interesting thing. It was quite pricey, but it came all the way from Japan, and you can see it's got the Pikachu gift tag, Pokemon Center, but all in Japanese writing. And what I found really funny and cute was that in Pokemon Go, the Christmas Pikachu that you could capture was indeed Christmas Pikachu from the Pokemon Center. So this is one of my rarer plushies, and I love it absolutely to pieces. He's been all my Christmas decorations, and he's definitely become part of the plushie collection. Now, there were also abilities to buy Scorbunny, Grookey, and Sobble. Sobble sold out really quickly for some reason. I don't get the popularity of Sobble. It's a depressed lizard. But hey, people love Sobble, and who am I to judge? And also, not quite Pokemon plushie, but from Something Japanese, I also got this Pokemon Center pin badge. And basically it's got Pokemon Christmas Wonderland, and it's in mint condition. I am not sure if I'm going to take it out of its packaging. I might do, I might not. But either way, it's based, and you can see here that I'm wearing a Pokemon Center t-shirt that I also bought from the Pokemon Center when it opened up in the UK last year. So as mentioned, there are other YouTubers who show off their Pokemon collection, like Poke Princess, or Digital Princess as she's now known, and of course Star Eevee. And this was just to show my Pokemon plushie collection, and just to say we all have hobbies, and I hope basically that this video will encourage more people to collect Pokemon plushies, or just plushies in general. Another good retailer for plushies is Tokyo Toys. Tokyo Toys you can normally find in Comic-Con, but obviously due to the coronavirus, Comic-Con is no longer on at the moment. Hopefully, if Comic-Con goes on next year, which I'm hoping for, I hope to update my Pokemon collection. The only downside is that currently I'm living at home until I can get my own space after the bit of divorce. So hopefully when I get my own place again, my Pokemon plushie collection will grow. Now, not everyone understands the hobbies. My parents just see them as cuddly toys. When they say it's cuddly toys, I correct them. They're plushies, they're collectibles. But I guess it really depends on who you ask. Anyway, as for my next video, since I managed to catch a shiny on Pokemon Go, I'm going to do another video later on this month. I know a specific retailer that does these kind of mystery boxes when you open them up and you get random products to do with Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! So for my next video, I'm going to be opening up one of these mystery boxes and seeing if they're worth the money. And hopefully if they are, get some nice goodies or encourage you, my fellow YouTube users, to shop at that particular retailer. Okay, well, I've taken up about 15 minutes of your time, so I wish you all a happy new year for when it arrives, and I hope everyone got the Christmas presents that they wanted. Peace out, YouTubers.